So on Instagram, somebody said, why not offer creative finance option and you could still no. So this house has been flooded and it's gutted, and so it needs too much work for it to be a seller finance, and they don't want to do that. Man. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. If anybody else wants to speak, they can, like, or join the stage. Chavito, I'm about to kick you off the stage for now. Cool. Are you still listening, Chavito?
Isaiah, I'm back. I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes.
I'm back.
Thank you, bro.
I'd say the best shot. I'd say the best shot for her to save and make the most money is to, I mean, yeah, give the 200 a shot, and it's not gonna take forever. We'd have an answer by the end of the week. Yeah, I know I could close it by the end of the week at 190, but if you know she's not gonna do that, I mean, that's understandable.
No, she's not going to do that. Man. It'd be a stretch to do the 200. It would really be a stretch because, like I say, I had to sell her on the 215. She finally agreed with it. I thought we were going to be able to get it done. You know, life happened. We couldn't. And I know she's not going to jump from 215 to 200. Yeah. 207 would give me something to work with, something to tell us, hey, we just did just a few more dollars. But like I said, that's a big jump.
And as much as I really want to give 207, you know what she's asking, the last thing I want to do is just spend more money just for my lenders to tell me no.
And see, you know, my personal belief is, and just because the people in the neighborhood have sold, a lot of them sold, you know, they didn't know. You have older people that are doing things by themselves. I think a lot of them just did something because they didn't want to go through the process.
Well, I mean, it's
like I said,
it's 4 houses. It's 4 houses. I was gonna say it's not just like it's one seller who's maybe tired.
You got four that have sold, and you got another probably 15, 20 houses that haven't. Yeah. I know at least 15 that hadn't. So it's just, like I said, you have a couple of people, and everybody's going through the process. And not all of them are keeping them either.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing some things. Like I say, I'm not going to say the 4 you have are random, but out of the 4, some of them just did what they did and left, didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wish you would try the 205 at least and see what you could do. But that's a big jump from 215 to 200. And see, the thing about it is, like you said, the longer you wait is like she's past I want to go ahead and get it done. We've been waiting. She's like, because last time I talked, she said she's waited all this time. They've got comfortable. They've got a place. So she still wants to get it done, but it's like she definitely wants to get it done where she wants, at the number that she wants, because she's been waiting.
Yeah, and all the other houses, I mean, they have some other houses that are listed at like 220. They're like 3 bed, 3 bath, 2,300 square feet, and then they've just been up there for like the past 3 months, and they have not moved. Um, 205. Okay, I mean, could we do 205 minus the 1,500? So, you know.
Yeah. If you make it 205, 500, so I can say, hey, he's cutting it in half, so I can say that. I think I could probably sell that. But again, we go back to hopefully you can get it done because at the end of that time, that's what I'm fighting with going down. Is not seeming like we're getting it done.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying. Promise.
I don't know. I'm not, Isaiah. I'm not saying you're not trying. No, that's not what I'm implying. If I thought you guys weren't trying, I would have been told to let it go. I'd have came out and told you a month or 2 months ago, hey, that's it. We're gonna go with somebody else. No, that's not. That's not what I'm saying at all. Not at all, Isaiah. You've been wonderful, but I know my mother, and I know dealing with her. So that's what I'm saying. If we could, you could minus the 15, but have it where it's exactly 207,000. I can say, hey, he split the cost with you. You're gonna minus that money, especially if you can get it done.
Is this something that you might, that your parents might do seller finance on? Like take payments?
No, I know she wants to go on through and get it done when she does it. No, I know she wants to go on through and get it done when she does it.
Okay, well, the best that I could do, like I said, I know where I need to be to close by the end of the week, but
Mm-hmm.
and I know that 200 was kind of pushing it and I'd have to see, but what I can do is just try to run it by my lenders one more time at 205
Please.
and then just see what happens. They're obviously going to want to see the property one more time or two more times, whatever
Sure.
whatever they want to do.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
not a problem. You let me know when you need somebody to get by there and see it.
All right, that's a deal. I'm I'll check with them one more time and see if 205 is doable, and then uh I'll call you back. Like, so either I'll have, if they tell me sure, maybe let's see, then then they'll do their process, and then I'll probably call you like tomorrow or something, just for them to come out there and evaluate it
Okay.
again, however they need to, and then we could just go from there. So I guess yeah, just give me to the end of the week, but I'm gonna call you like tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
I appreciate you working with me, Michael, and being so
No,
honest and like just being able to work with me. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you being honest with me as well, Isaiah. It goes both ways. I don't mind. I want to talk to her and push her on that number and see when you call me back. I'll be able to let you know. Like I said, I think that's close to when I can tell her, hey, he's splitting the difference with you, trying to go ahead and get it done. And I'm hoping you can do something in 2 weeks.
Okay, that's a deal. All right. Well, let me start working on it then and call my lenders, and then I'll give you a call back either tomorrow or the next day for sure.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank
All
you.
right. Yes, sir. You have a great evening. And Happy New Year, Isaiah. I want
Happy
to
New
make sure I
Year.
said that, sir.
Absolutely. Happy New Year to you too. I hope you have a blessed 2026. Hopefully, we'll start off with a good, deal.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna start this off and make this deal, and that's gonna make it great.
Sweet. All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So I'm going to put a task in here to send to buyers at 215K. Yeah, this one's pushing it, bro. But it's like I have such a great relationship with him. So, yeah, then the EMD was already deposited. I had a buyer for it already and everything. So, yeah, I just put a task. Yeah, we'll deal with that. So let's start calling Zillow. So somebody on Instagram said you want it at 200 and he wants 215. The seller finance would only be for the remaining amount for 15K, and whoever buys the contract off you can pay it off within 1 to 5 years. That's not a bad idea. Never thought about it like that. Never thought about it like that. You might be open to that. Cool. Hope y'all got something from that follow up call. That was just a follow up call. And yeah, if bro, how many? Wait, how do you know my boy Sutton? Yeah, Sutton's a. I met Sutton at the Eric Klein Elite Day event. So cool. Let's call some Zillow. So boom, Zillow, same thing. Filters already here for sale. 200K max. Home type houses and multifamily, and then just owner posted. And so I just have my main market, this area of Texas selected. They will still get the $200,000 at closing. It's a small part of creative finance. I might try that, bro. Francisco, Rondon, yeah, I might try that. All right, let's see what we got on Zillow. Let me get my script too. Make sure all of y'all have this script. Let's see. County Road. Oh, I don't like county roads. Chapel Hill. Is that really the house? Let's call him. Let's see what's up with it. So boom, boom. So this is the dialer that I use. It's just my CRM.
Hello?
Yes, sir. I was calling about the house on County Road in Tyler, County Road 215.
Yeah.
Yeah, just seen this. This is just posted like yesterday. Is this still available or?
Yeah, it's still available. You said you went by there yesterday, is that what you said?
No, I just seen that you posted it yesterday.
Okay, yeah, that's the one. So 11698 posted yesterday. There's another one that I'm selling with it, which is 11712 County Road 215. That one is much larger and it has 4.8 acres of land. And the one that I posted yesterday has 1.5 acres of land.
What was the address of that second one?
11712 County Road 215.
Okay. Am I echoing for you or?
I can hear you just fine. It comes across like that a little bit, but I can hear you just fine.
Okay, cool. Okay, and you're asking 315 for that one.
Correct.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it is a bigger house.
1.8 acres of land, and the other one has 1.5. So I'm assuming they have a budget. It's going to be 3.3 acres, and they could have room to build if they wanted to.
Are these houses right next to each other?
They are. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, and what was your name?
My name is Steve. And what's yours?
Steve. My name's Isaiah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Well, Steve, I mainly called because I'm looking for a fixer-upper. I'm an investor. I mainly do fix and flips all over the DFW area and surrounding areas. So Tyler, I've done plenty of flips there, or I'll keep them as rentals. It just depends. Yeah, it's really just calling to see if it makes sense for me. The only thing that kind of crosses my mind is there's not any pictures of the inside of the house. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I didn't do that. One of them didn't want anything, his personal things showing inside of the house, so I just didn't do that. So that's one of the answers. I'd be more than happy to take them by to view the properties that you can there, but they didn't want any pictures on the inside.
Say that one more time. You're kind of breaking up. And I'm echoing really bad.
Yeah, the houses belong to uncles, and they just didn't want any pictures taken on the inside of the houses because the personal things in there.
Oh, okay.
But, I'm willing to, if someone really wants to buy the places, I can set up an appointment to show them the houses. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Are you living here right now or in any of these houses?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Both of them? You're living in them?
I'm, I'm sorry, what is that now?
Are you living in both of these houses?
Oh, no, I don't live in the house. They belong to my uncles. They live there.
Okay. I'm having a really hard time understanding you. Can I call you back?
Let me take that. Okay, is this better?
Yeah, say something.
Okay, I took you off the speakerphone and just have you on the regular phone now.
Okay, yeah, that's way better, way better.
Okay. Yeah, no, I said the houses belong to my uncles, and they live at their properties, but they're getting older and just can't stay there any longer.
Okay. Your uncle is living in one of the houses?
Both of them, I have two uncles, and they each own one of those houses.
Okay. And you're just selling it for them?
Correct.
It's they're the ones who are on title?
Correct.
Okay, I got you. Um okay, yeah, the 1171 2 seems like a really good house, kind of bigger, way bigger.
Right.
Do you want to just kind of give me a rundown of, I guess, the inside, the condition? Is this like super
Yeah.
outdated or?
On that one, so he redid the floors in the front part of the house. He did not redo the carpet in the bedrooms, which need to be updated just for cosmetic type stuff. And the bathrooms probably need to be, I mean, they're functional, but they probably need to be updated as well. The kitchen is fine. He's got some micro countertops. They might want to update that. But the flooring is that vinyl tile. Looks like wood, you know. But it's on the floor there. It's got some step downs in there. I think there's one, two, maybe three step downs in there. It's a pretty good sized house. The only thing that I'm aware that's wrong with it is that in the front bathroom, when you have the water dripping out of the tub faucet, but it probably needs a washer in there, and he just never did it. And then on the roof, there's near the front part of the house, there's a leak there, which you said he had it repaired once, but I guess the guy didn't do a good job, and so that repair can probably made the house to be lived in, or I think he said the roof was put on about maybe 13 years ago.
Are we talking about
something like that.
1171 2?
Yeah, that's the one I thought you mentioned was
Okay.
11712.
Yeah.
That property.
So that roof, in the front of it, the roof is leaking?
Yeah, just in the entry hall there. And so my uncle said he had made the repair once, but I guess the guy did not do a good job of repairing it, or it didn't last long. And then the whole roof is about, I think he told me about 13, 14 years old, something.
Roof is about 14 years old?
Right, yeah. It has a septic tank in there. It's the old style. It's not the aerobic, I think it's what they call it. And it has a grease trap for the kitchen sink.
Grease trap in the kitchen sink. Okay.
Yeah, you've got 3 bedrooms. There are 2.5 baths, 2.25 baths.
3 and a quarter baths?
Living area. I'm sorry.
You said 3 and a quarter baths, so three.
Two and a quarter baths.
Okay.
So there is a toilet and a sink out in the laundry room.
Okay.
That's the quarter.
When's the last time that you think he had the septic tank serviced or cleaned?
I asked him that, and he said it's been about maybe 7 years ago, but he lives in the house alone, so I think it's a 500-gallon tank. So I think it's probably, I don't know what it would be needed to do it again, but it was working fine, and it works fine. So the only thing you'd have to consider would be if something goes wrong with it, you have to replace it. I think they now require you to have an aerobic system put in.
Okay. Yeah. And how long have your uncles been thinking about selling these properties? Because it's 2 of them, and they just happen to want to sell at the same time, or what kind of happened, or what came up that made them want to sell now?
Well, they're both older, and when one decided to sell, the other just decided to sell. He didn't want to live there without their brother. No.
Okay, so they're brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up.
they're both my uncles, yeah.
Okay. How soon are they looking to close and move out?
Probably could have it available for moving a new owner in about, say, 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay, about a month.
Right.
Okay. I'm just curious, have you guys done anything else to try and sell this house other than post it on Zillow?
I had a realtor for a minute, but that wasn't working out, and the market was really slow at the time. And so, when that contract ended, we decided not to sell it. And then also decided, okay, I can't continue to live here. So that's when we put it back on the market, and we just did it on Zillow
Mm,
because we're not making any changes to the property, so they're going as is. So I didn't really want to waste a realtor's time because most people are going to come in and try negotiate the price, and we will accept offers. We're just not going to accept anything extremely low because both houses are functional. The smaller one needs more work on it. It's a pier and beam home. The 11712 is a slab, but the 11698 is a pier and beam, and so I need a little bit more work, in there.
the slab foundation is that having any issues, or did you notice any cracks or?
I didn't notice any cracks. Walk around the house, didn't see anything. Haven't seen anything on the inside of it. It looks like it's solid to me.
Mm, okay. Now, do you think when you guys listed this, like you're saying that the market was just slow, or do you think the realtor could have did a better job? Because I mean, I'm looking at it now on Zillow. It shows the price history that you guys listed it at 385. You guys
Right.
never got any offers close to that, or to the 350.
Uh, we got some close to the 350, but that's what I did. Put it back and put it on the market, and we got something close to that. But with 385, that may have been a little bit high at the time, but she took it anyway and put it on there. And I just think people thought it was just too much, to go pay for an older home. And so I don't know what the deal was. It just didn't, not many bites on it. I think she showed it once. That was it. But I think the couple looked at it, probably thought it was too large for them.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm looking for a project, right? I
Mm-hmm.
like Tyler. It's a good area. Well, it's an up and coming area, I think. And I mean, the 350 number, I guess, how'd you come up with that number?
I did look around at some other places that were out there, and that was kind of like right in the middle of where some of the other houses that were similar to that they were going for.
Yeah. Do you have like any like addresses or comparables that kind of show that price is good?
I'll check and see if I still have that. I'll check around and see. But to be honest with you, if you're looking for a fixer-upper, I mean, these two properties are ideal for someone who would probably come in and maybe remodel the larger home a little bit, maybe put a new roof on there, and then sell that one, and they would probably break up the others and build maybe one, two more houses on that on the 1.8 acres. And then on the 1.5, they could build at least one more house on that. So I mean, I understand what you're trying to do. I don't know if it's the best. Well, I think there'd be more value depending on if you could, come and remodel and build more houses here.
What do you think the
Yeah.
house would sell for if it was completely fixed up and remodeled?
Oh, I think I could go back and ask for probably four something if I
Really?
were to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just
And I
looking.
actually thought about buying them from uncles and doing that, but I already have a couple of properties that I manage that I rent out and have some other things going. I just didn't want to take on the task.
Yeah. So I guess how much would you say that, in your opinion, with the way that it is now, the way it currently is, it needs a little bit of update. I know you said he redid some of the flooring, but
Right.
probably you said it has a leak and things like that. Septic tank probably needs to be serviced. How much would you say the house is worth right now in its current condition as it sits?
Well, I would say it's worth 350 what we're asking for it. But like I said, we are taking offers. I mean, if people want to come look at it and make their own offer, that's fine. But because the price is lower than what the Zillow estimate was. I mean, I put it a little bit lower than the mid-range on that. And so it's a good price if somebody comes, if you know how to do that kind of stuff. Like I said, I mean, I would, I'm getting echo now, but I would take the TS carpet in the bedrooms, the 3 bedrooms, and also in the one of the bathrooms. I would take it out and put in some vinyl plank, just like he did the rest of the house, and I think maybe some new paint on the walls. I think he's got wallpaper in the kitchen. I'll probably take that down and just paint it. You know.
Is that on paneling? There's any wood paneling in the house?
The only paneling, believe it or not, is in the garage. You know. Yeah, he put it in the garage. I'm not sure what that was all about, but that's where it is. It's in the garage. And I think there's some in a couple of the closets. I think you got some paneling in the front closet, like what you call the coat closet or whatever. You walk in to the entryway.
Yeah.
But that's the only paneling in there is in the garage. That you would see if you live there. But that's a pretty good sized garage, single door on that for a 2-car garage.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. A 2-car, you said how many cars in the garage?
It's a two-car garage.
2-car garage. Yeah,
Right.
I feel like I'm mainly interested in the bigger house, the 11712.
Mm-hmm.
I guess but it really just comes down to numbers. And I heard you said that you listed it a little bit below the Zestimate. I'm looking at the Zestimate now and it's at 290.
290 for the lowest?
No, for the 11712.
No, I didn't see that. Hold on one second.
You're by a computer right now to look it up?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Okay.
It's not even showing me the range. It says not available when I look at it.
Right.
I can look up the deal.
So if you have it pulled up on your computer and you see your listing, just click on just click outside of the listing, like kind of where the map is, so it'll exit out, and then just zoom all the way in, like press the plus button, and you could see the Zestimate. It says 290 for 11712, and then the Zestimate for 11698 is 156.
Okay, I just clicked on the.
Like you see like a satellite view kind of.
Yeah, I see that now. It's got it for. Well, I see the 350 what I'm asking for, but I never
So
saw.
change it. So at the top where it says for sale, change that to sold, and then you could see it.
For sale by owner, click on. I mean,
No.
I'm looking at it on my phone here, so it comes up. It says here.
Oh, if you're looking at it on your phone, it might be a little different. I'm on a computer right now.
Okay. Because I looked for that when I listed the house, I saw that, but then after I got it listed, I didn't see that anymore.
Yeah, I think it's something on Zillow that you could do when you listed it. You could have an option to not show the Zestimate, I think, or something. I think that's why that does that. But yeah, if you just zoom in, like if you're looking at it on a computer or a desktop or a laptop, it'll say 290. I mean, and I'm not saying that's my offer. I really still have to run numbers and everything, and probably send a GC out there. But I mean, is that 290 something realistic that you think your uncles would be happy with?
I think they might be able to go to that. They didn't want to go. I think they were trying to stick around anywhere between like 325 and 350. But I could talk to them about that and see what they would think about it.
Okay. And is there a mortgage on these? Like, do they have to pay anybody out like when we close?
There's on the 11712. There is a small loan that will be paid off before the house is sold.
Okay, not like $100,000 or anything on it left.
No.
Okay, cool. And you said you sold real estate or you have some real estate yourself, so you're familiar with like the process of buying and selling?
Correct.
All right,
Hmm.
cool. Cool, cool. So what I would like to do, Steve, is I would just like to run numbers a little bit more. I actually have a business partner. His name's Ian, and he's in the
Hmm.
room next to me. He's probably on the phone right now, but he's more of a whiz at the numbers and finding comparables. I could talk to him and get you an offer right here on this call. Uh, if we did do something, do you think that this is something that you'd make a decision on, or your uncles would make a decision on today?
It all depends on what your offer is because they have a couple other people that are interested too. They're doing the same thing that you're doing. And so it just depends on who comes back with something that we're more in agreement with, you know.
Yeah. Do you think that if we did come to an agreement, they'd be ready to move on it today?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. And I'm I know this is kind of off topic and seems kind of personal, but I help people all the time. I mean, I've bought houses where people are going through bankruptcy, divorce, foreclosure. I buy all types of houses. I'm very creative when it comes to my solutions. Um,
Hmm.
I'm just curious. Earlier, you said that, you tried to sell it with a realtor. They weren't able to sell it and, they took it off, but then your uncle said, I just can't live here anymore. I mean, what did you mean by that? Like, is it just because the
Well,
house is too
they're
big?
older. They're older. You know, as you get older, your body doesn't hold up, and you can't do for yourself. Well, you don't know that. You don't sound like you're there yet, but as you get
Yeah.
older, you just can't keep up a place like you would normally keep it up. You know,
Yeah. So it's just
and
kind
it's
of
just
too much house for him.
yeah. Even with my place, I think by the time I turn 75, I will get rid of this house, and I will probably downsize or maybe go to like a condo or something. You know.
Yeah. Do they know where they're going to go after this, after they sell?
One of them knows where he's going to go. The other one's going to be looking around to see.
Is that the 11 7 12 one?
Hmm. Right. Hmm.
Okay. All right. Hmm. Is there, so besides the roof leaking and maybe a little bit outdated in the kitchen, is there any
No,
other?
no, no. The kitchen. The only thing is with the kitchen is that from like the countertops, but it's got a new floor in there, and the cabinets are fine. I think they look okay. I think the cooktop probably needs to. It's got a gas cooktop in there. People might want to update that a little bit, but in the bit of it. But yeah, the only thing I would say if I were to buy that house, I would take the carpet out of the bedrooms and the one bath, and I would put a towel in the bathroom, that one bath, and I would put um, uh, vinyl plank in the hallway. And no, he's got carpet. There's new carpet, so I would put vinyl plank in the bedrooms, and I would redo the front bathroom and that quarter bathroom. And I think the place would be okay. Probably replace the windows. I mean, it's got the original windows in the house. I'll probably replace those. And I think that would be about it.
You said they have carpet in the bathroom?
Yeah, it's got a carpet in I call it the master bathroom, but it's back there by the master bathroom. There's carpet back there. Nobody does that anymore. You
Yeah.
know, so that would come out. It's got in that bathroom, it's got a separate shower and tub, in the front bathroom, it's got a tub shower combo. And then the toilet is separate in there. And then in the quarter bathroom, it's got just a toilet and a sink, and that's out in the washroom.
Okay. Mm. Okay. So if we came in there, I'm just curious, like if you had, uh, so the real estate properties that you have you had to done repairs to those before?
I did repairs on two of them.
How much
They
would you
actually remodeled it.
how much would you say this house needs, this 11 7 12 in repairs? If we were to like make it, HGTV ready, put it on the market for like a retail buyer, how much money would you say it needs in repairs if you had a guess?
That'd be kind of hard to do because I know with the windows that I put in a couple of my places, I got them, like 10, 15 years ago, and that cost is double. to do that. And I think the windows actually make a place. I mean, they made a big difference with these houses.
Right.
So that's going to be. I think the windows alone, it would probably run about maybe say 20 grand. I think to get some decent windows in there, 25 grand. But again, the windows in there are fine. It's just if you want to make the appeal look better, I think the new windows would do it. And then if you replace the shingles, just, as a precautionary thing, that can be about 25 grand maybe. And the flooring, I think, would be the cheapest thing to do. If I can do that.
The what would be the cheapest?
The flooring.
Okay.
Because like I said, you just got to replace the flooring in the 3 bedrooms and the 2 bathrooms. And I think that'd be about then we put some new paint in there,
Yeah, needs new paint. Does it have like those popcorn ceilings too? Or tile ceilings? What kind of ceilings?
There is popcorn ceiling in the master bedroom. I don't think any of the other rooms have it. I need to double check that. I don't think any of the other rooms have it.
Dang. Okay. Yeah.
But to be honest with you, Isaiah, so you can give me an offer, but I won't accept an offer until you guys come take a look at the house. Because a lot of times you do that, people give me an offer and they come to the house, I need to give you this.
Yeah.
So any offer that I agree to, that's going to be out to the person that wants to buy and sees the properties.
Of course. Yeah. Of course, I'd come look at the properties. We're located in Dallas, so I mean, it is a bit of a drive, but I mean, as long as what you're telling me on the phone is pretty accurate to how it actually is, and maybe you could just send me pictures, without having to post them, maybe without any personal belongings in there, just have a better idea. I mean, that would kind of help, but typically we make offers sight unseen all day. And as long as it reflects it and we look at the comps and we know that our numbers fit, I mean, yeah, we'll always come look at the property, but we always stick to our offer. Yeah. It's nothing like a price reduction or nothing like that. Okay. In 30 days.
People come out and do stuff like that, and they come out like, say the property's worth $500,000. Well, no, let's be more realistic. Let's say the property's worth $200,000, and I'm asking $150 for it, and say I'm willing to take like $130. That's my lowest rate here. So some guy comes and offers me, okay, I'll give you $140, $145. I'm like, okay, we can do that. He comes out and he looks at stuff and everything is cosmetic that he's looking at. He wants to knock the price down to $120. I'm like, well, sir, you could have just saved your time and not even come here,
Yeah. But I mean,
like that. So I've seen that happen a couple of times, so I just don't want to put you out either,
No, that makes sense. I appreciate that. That is true. That is true. So, all right. So I'm looking just off of numbers in my head, $20K for the windows, another $20K for the roof, probably more for the roof, and then a few updates here or there. And you said you think you could probably sell it if it was fixed up at 400?
Oh, I would say if it was fixed up, I would say it'd probably go for more. I mean, it's got 1.8 acres of land, man. It's really nice. Very quiet back there. I would say, yeah, I think go for it. I'd probably go for like 425, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not seeing.
It's right next to Chapel Hill High School,
Yeah. It's right across the street, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is what I could do. Steve, let me just go talk to my partner. I'm going to be honest, I don't see anything really selling or that has sold for anywhere in the 400s. But the best that I could do is I could just speak with my partner for 2 seconds and just see what he thinks the best that we could do is. And look, if it turns out that we could come up higher, closer to that number, all we would do is we would send you the purchase agreement. You could look at it. We'd go over it together. And if it makes sense, we both agree on the terms, and we'd come out there the next day, probably tomorrow or the next day. But just bear with me for 2 seconds so I could just really just talk to him and see what does he think. Okay.
And just so you know, too, before you talk to him, so with the 1.5 acres, the other 2 people looking at that, one is an investor, the other is looking at it to live there. So they're just trying to figure out what they can pay for it.
Right.
So just so you know, that's what you're going to have adjacent to this property.
You're talking about other people who are interested in this house?
Right. The other people are interested in buying the 11698 property. One is an investor and one is like looking to buy a place to live. I'm just telling you that because you're interested in buying the 11712.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's going to be next door to you. So if you fix it up, what's going to be there when you try to sell it.
Mm-hmm. And what's the best that you think, your uncles would be willing to do on the 1169.8?
Like I said, we're asking 150 for that one. That one needs more work.
Mm.
I would say,
Mm.
because it needs work to me on the outside and the inside. But I think when I looked at that one, the Zillow estimate, I think that one's out there. Hold on one second.
The Zestimate on that one is 155.8.
Yeah.
Now, again, these estimates are just estimates, and it's not taking into consideration the condition of the property at all. It is
Oh, I
taking
understand
into
that.
consideration
Yeah.
like the acreage, the square footage, and things like that.
Right. Yeah, so I'm looking at that one here, and actually, his prices have changed since I actually did this thing here.
Yeah.
So if you look at the lowest estimate there was 126, and I would be okay with that.
126 on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
11698, yeah. But the only thing about that one, Isaiah, is that by the time you got this place fixed up, I mean, it's got like siding on there, so it's not as expensive as trying to go back and do the brick or anything. But it might put you. I don't know if that's gonna. It might put you right back at by the time you put into it. It put you back at what it's worth, and I don't know if you're gonna make any money off.
Yeah.
You might. I don't know. Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, have you considered that as a possibility that, the only people who would buy it, at certain price points or at this estimate are the people who would want to live in there?
Yep, I have. And like I said, we have people that are interested. So it may work. Either way it goes, it's going to work out for me. If an investor gets it, if they offer something reasonable, we can accept that. If the homeowner buys it, that's even better because they're going to come in and fix the place up on their own and live with it.
Right. Okay. Okay. Let me speak with my partner really quick, okay? Just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay, all right.
Cool. Does anybody want to join the stage? Like, only 4 people here now. I know these calls get kind of boring, but how much under are we supposed to offer on houses, FSBO on Zillow at the 200K price range? What is a great market for FSBO? DFW. But I mean, you're always supposed to offer, at least half of this estimate. If any of y'all want to join the stage to speak, you can, ask any questions or comments, anything. I'd say, for this one, yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, dude, 150. It is what it is. Like, it just is what it is, bro. I mean, this house is really nice, and it is right next to the high school, which is awesome. Player, but like when I zoom out and I put the filters to, well, first let's see what's sold or for sale, right? Not too much. Let me see this. 1,700, 235. That's been on market for 21 days with a realtor. That's fixed up, dude. This one, that's fixed up. That sold for, or that didn't even sell yet. But it's listed on market for 240, and it's been up there for almost 40 days or 34 days. 380, and that's fixed up. That's been up there for 68 days. Yeah, realistically, bro, even if this was a novation, like, yeah, no. dude. No way. No way in hell. I'd probably give him like 180. Yeah, it's like 180, dude. Yeah, just gotta be like 180, bro. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make offers on both of them. This one, it has 1.5 acres, but $150 is not a bad price. I just don't like that it's a 2-bed, 1-bath, 1,100 square feet. My gut is telling me 50 on this and 150 on that. It is what it is. He's gonna get offended. He's gonna tell me to piss off. Facts. It is what it is. Make sure all my notes are in here good. Yep. Everything else. Price. 325K. 325K. Condition. I'm gonna just say it needs work. Like 50K to 80K. Timeline 30 to 45 days. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna give him an offer. Yeah, bro. I could give him like one fucking 80K. And then second house. I mean, the most I could probably give him, bro, is like 69K, bro. 69K. Happy New Year's, Maddie. Ooh, who's that? Happy New Year's, Mr. Mrs. Let's see. Yeah, bro, I'm just going to give it to him straight up. So we've been on the phone for 35 minutes now. This is how you do Zillow. All right, Steve, are you still there? Can you hear me, Steve? Steve, can you hear me? He's probably still going. Can you hear me, Steve? I guess I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Shannon Malonson has joined the chat. What's good, Scrap? What's good? Oh, he hung up. You call him back. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I don't know what happened. I think I was saying your name, but I don't think you could hear me.
Okay.
But yeah, I spoke with my partner. I mean, we can make offers on both of them. I mean, in a nutshell, I mean, I'm gonna send you my information, text you all my information, my name, website, email, and everything. That way you have it, and you could contact me. I know that you said your uncles kind of need to sell or they can't stay there anymore. I'd love to help you out. I'd love to help them out and give you as much for the house as possible. Realistically, we just think that if we were to come in cash, close, 30 days or however long they need to move out, we're pretty flexible on the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind with this offer, it's a cash offer, so there's no contingencies as far as financing or having to get a bank's approval or appraisals or anything like that. So the process is pretty straightforward, convenient, and fast. Also, you will cover all the closing costs for you. So your uncles or you guys don't have to come out of pocket for anything at all. Minus the mortgage or any prorated taxes for the year. Um, and obviously, there's no realtor commissions because you're dealing directly with the buyer. If we
Right.
were if we were to buy, so the first offer for 11 7, I forgot the numbers.
12,
Yeah, 11
7,
7
10, and 12,
12.
yeah.
Realistically, Steve, we'd probably have to be at around $189,563. And then if we were to buy the other one, we'd probably need to be at $69,580. I know it's kind of specific, but like I said, my partner's a whiz at the numbers, and that's what we know we could pay for it. And like I said,
Okay.
I know you have other offers and other investors who are looking at this, so I don't blame you if you want to check out those and just explore your other options. I'm gonna just text you my info so you have it. And if
Okay,
any,
I captured your name. I captured your name and your phone number here. So if we, I don't think I will be getting back with you. Like I said, if it weren't for this process, I'd just buy it myself and just pay them the money. But and then I'll just go ahead and try to do something on my own time. So, but I appreciate your time, Isaiah, and thank you for the call. Okay.
absolutely, Steve. Have a blessed day. Happy New
All right, you
Year's.
too. Take care. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I expected that to happen. Damn, I was stuttering a lot though. I was stuttering. I was tripping over my words. Like, damn, like get it together. Sheesh. But I'm gonna mark that off for calling my CRM. Right. So I'm always tracking every single offer that I make. Right. Wanted at least, what did he say? Like 290K. Next actions. I'd follow up in a week. General notes. His two uncles live there, and they are way too old and they have to sell. So one question that was on the top of my head that I forgot to ask was like, what impact is this house having on your uncles? Like, digging deeper into the motivation, you know, because like he tried to sell it before and it didn't sell, and then they try to sell it again. So it's like, okay, well, how bad did they need to sell? I could have dug a little bit deeper into like the uncle's issues and like what that's causing them. It is always awkward trying to ask those motivation questions. It's always going to be awkward asking those. Do any of y'all want to join the stage? I'm gonna end this live on Instagram. If y'all want to join me on Discord, just join.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's up, Danny?
Long time no see.
Yes, sir. It's been a while.
Let's see. Yo, so I was looking at, because I use props. I was curious that like, Texas is not on the state, right?
Texas is a non-disclosure state. Yeah. Jose, you want to join the stage too? You can if you want. You ask any questions. I know I was doing this with you.
Okay, because I'm actually like estimates. It doesn't really show what the house is supposed to. Does it do the same on Zillow?
Yeah. So you see my screen?
Right, I see. Yeah.
So really just to evaluate a house and see what it's worth or see what comps are at, I just duplicate the tab, right? So it brings me here so I can see like all the other houses. First thing I take a glance at is all these estimates, right? So I see all the estimated values of these houses. Doesn't mean that's what they sold for, but it's a good like benchmark to like see what houses are selling for in that neighborhood. And so if I wanted to see what houses have sold for, let's see this house, for instance. I'd click on it. You could scroll all the way down on Zillow and you could see the price history, right? So this price history is unavailable. It's probably because the people have lived there for a really long time. So you could do this. You could go on sold and go, okay, let's try to do it within the last 12 months, see what sold. So let's click on one, right? So this comp right here, boom. I'd click on it. Typically, usually, see how long ago this sold? This was like 2 months ago, right? So if it sold within the last 1 to 2 to 3 months, 9 times out of 10, this estimate is always going to reflect the last sales price, right? So I keep that in mind, right? And I could just verify that right now too, but let me show you what I really do without verifying it. So that I keep that in mind. I look at these estimates, how long ago it sold for, but you could scroll down and see the price history, and you could see that this was listed for 258.5 and it sold. So this was listed on 10/11 and it went pending not even 30 days later, and then it sold 10 days later, right? So there's a good chance that it probably sold somewhere close to this in the 250 area. And you scroll up and you could see, boom, like 251.3. It's like that's probably what it sold for. But I could verify it with like batch leads, so I could bring it over here. Go to batch leads. I don't need to do this, by the way, but I'm just showing you that this is right and it's accurate. So boom, click on that. Let's see, last sale price. Oh, it's not even going to show it. So yeah, you do come across that with Zillow. I mean, non-disclosure states, right? Sometimes you just can't verify the exact number, but 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you it probably sold for like 250 or 251. Let's try one more just to see. This one is sold earlier in 2025. Its estimate is 268.4. It was listed for 288, right? So it listed for 288, and then yeah, not even 30 days later, it went pending, and then less than 30 days later, it looks like they got a standard FHA loan or something, which is why it probably took so long to close. After they went pending, it sold. So let's see in batch leads if it'll tell us this one. I don't like county roads though. County roads are always tricky and rural. Let's see. So, yep, last sales price, not going to show it. All right, estimated value 288. Last sale date. Is it going to show me last list price? Yeah, listing amount, sold for that. Yeah, so sometimes that happens, but I just go based off this estimate, depending on when it sold, right? So this is like almost a year ago, this estimate's probably not going to reflect it as accurately. But still, just scroll down here and just see like, okay, it was listed at 288. It probably did sell at 268 or 270 or like close somewhere around this, give or take. Right? Either way.
Okay.
That's how I evaluate it. Sweet. I'm gonna end this live on Instagram. Sweet.
Yeah, I was looking at 1198 property we looked at it. But the only real 185 was 73 and the rest are estimates. So I wasn't too sure.
Say that one more time.
The only real price or comparable to now, 185, 173. The rest were just estimates, which are like, I don't know if those are real prices they sold for.
Okay. 170, 180, and you probably have to get it at like 100 or something. Yeah. Half of it would be perfect, obviously, but I mean, it depending on what condition those were in, I'm not sure. And so Chavito had sent me or somebody sent me. Okay, yeah, Chavito sent me this address. So, and he just wants to know how much to offer on it. So let me just look it up real quick. Okay, yeah, this house is completely gutted. Brick house, probably has a messed up foundation. It's been on market for 42 days. Madison, Tennessee. It's a really great area. Yeah, offer him 100. I mean, if you get it locked up at 100, that'd be great without even looking at the comps. But let me look at the comps for you. So simply, this is how I do it. I'm just going to duplicate the tab and then click out of it. And then I'm not going to move anything. I'm just going to click this button before you move anything, right? Because if you click out and then don't click anything else and just click this plus button, it'll bring you straight to the property. So, okay. So this is our property. Looks like 5. So yeah, like I said, I look at the estimates really quick. All right, let me zoom back in. So, and I just get a ballpark of like what things are selling for, right? So it looks like anywhere from 250 to 400 is like average. It looks like these houses with less lot size are in the mid 200s. If you have a bigger lot, it looks like you're in the mid 300s. This main road, all right, yeah, if you're across the street, it looks like you're in the high 300s to mid 400s, you know, type of ARV. So you kind of know the ARV is probably around like 300 maybe. And he's asking 250. Like, no, he's out of his mind. So let's just say the estimate is, or let's say the ARV is 300. Either way, however you want to do it. You want to do the basic formula, which is ARV times 0.75 or 0.7 minus repairs minus your wholesale fee. You could do it that way, or you could just do half of this estimate. Either way, you're going to come out to like about the same amount. So let me see here. Let me use my calculator. So let's say the ARV is like 300. Yeah, 300, 350, but 300 times 0.75 minus, I mean, this probably needs like, you could say 80K, 80 to 100K, minus 80K in work. It brings you to 145, right? And minus your wholesale fee, let's say we want to make 20 grand. So you probably need it at like 125, right? Same thing if you just did 300, you know, divided by 2, it's like 150. Always go with the lowest number. Maybe use the higher number as a MAO, max allowable offer. But yeah, and then he's been up here for 42 days. Did you make an offer on this one, Chavito? Oh, he left. Oh, there you go. All right, if you guys got any value out of this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share this video to someone who you think would get some value from it. Stay consistent, call those Zillow leads.